This video will show you how to submit an event on Engage and add someone to the roster. Please note you can't do anything on Engage unless you have permissions through the roster function. For all examples today, we will be using a test page. You would do this for whatever group you are part of. To give someone an officer position on your roster, go to the Manage Home, hit Roster, and then the blue pen to add or remove someone from a position. In order for anyone to first hold a position, they must join the page. Next, here's how to submit an event request on Engage. In the Manage Home section, click the blue button that says Create an Event. Sometimes Wi-Fi is slow. This is the blue button down here that you would click. If for some reason you cannot see the Create Event tab, that is because you need to be added as an officer to the roster. After clicking Create Event, a new screen will pop up where you'll begin to input relevant details like the name of the event, the theme, and description. This is where you could add co-sponsors, and this is where you should be as detailed as possible. You might know what something is, but students from across campus may not know what it is. For an in-person event, you will click Add Reservation Request. This will open up options to input the date and time. When inputting a date, make sure that it is at least 2 weeks away. It takes time for each request to be processed, so there must be at least 2 weeks before the event is scheduled to be held. Be mindful of the time as well, and you can refer back to the previous slides as to when you can or cannot hold certain events in certain places. When you are putting these requests, you will not be allowed to enter rooms before your scheduled time, so please plan accordingly for setup and breakdown time. You should always be as accurate as possible when requesting spaces. Once you select a room from the options, it will show you certain features. By clicking that blue button that says Browse Available Rooms, it is only going to show me things that are available. You can click through and see different options. Pictures will load. It tells you what kind of technology is available. It tells you capacities. For this example, I will select a room in the Student Center ballrooms. Add request to event. Click Add request to the event to continue with the event information. You can select here who can view this event on Engage. And this is how things are found for the Red Hawk News. If you select the public or student and staff, this is available for anyone to see. You can select different categories and different perks, which help run the search features throughout Engage. For any online events, please note you must always include the link. Online events without the location link will be denied. When you click to the next screen, this is where it will ask for more specific information about who can RSVP to the event, how many people can RSVP, and whether or not guests are allowed. Depending on this, you may want to input certain information to help your organization. You can also add custom questions. The next screen will allow you to put in a cover photo to advertise the event and make it look attractive to potential attendees. You can upload a flyer here or just a general picture. Choose whether the event will be online, in person, or both. After choosing in person, a screen will come up asking for additional information. Please make sure you follow these prompts accordingly. In this example, we selected the student center ballrooms, and therefore I'm going to check off student center ballrooms. This helps determine what sort of information is provided for your rooms and how they can be set up. For this example, we'll say that we're expecting about 100. Here you'll see listed all sorts of different room style setups. And if you refer back to the previous slides, you can also learn more about what spaces can have certain setups. So for this example, I'm going to select banquet style. Here's where I would include information about stage, podium, microphones, all sorts of information. Please be as specific as possible. Your room setups are based on what is submitted on this request. We ask that you please be accurate. Since I specified I wanted banquet style, it's going to ask me how many round tables do I want. Again, please be as detailed as you can. And if you ever have any questions, you can talk to someone in CSI. On the next screen, you will see all sorts of different acknowledgements. You must check off and read through all of these acknowledgements. After this, once you hit next, you'll be able to review your event request before you submit. So if you made any mistakes or need to change anything, you can still do so. Again, you want to be patient because sometimes it can be really slow. So if you needed to change anything, you could click at any one of these points to update anything. It'll go through the review process. Your request is not submitted and cannot be processed until you hit submit. If you do not hit submit, you won't get it. Once the form is complete, hit submit and wait to hear back on the status of your submission. If it is denied at any point, it is most likely because the room is not available as requested. If there is any other reason, we will contact you directly to let you know the denial. And there you have it. That is how you submit a room request.